This is the 29th of December, 2023. We're at Vincent Corporation in Tampa, Florida. We've been running our system here. This is a system for recovery of solubles from plant material. In this case, you can recover protein. We're working with alfalfa. But of course, oils can also be recovered. Water can be used as a solvent for dosing, or water, the universal solvent. Or, of course, solvents like alcohol can be used. What we've got here is you'll see at the end of this video, the video we made this morning, it's already evening time here, where we took this alfalfa, which was very coarse, and it was ensiled alfalfa, and we ran it through a 6-inch screw press, and here you can see one we're working on, not the one we used this morning. And that gave us 50% yield juice, which we filtered, and we're using it now. We're dosing with it to increase the concentration of solubles. System we have is a surge hopper, where the raw material, like a bale of hay, is dumped into the surge hopper or feed hopper, which goes to a feed screw, which carries it up to the reaction conveyor, where with this piping on the top here, we dose the solvent, water or alcohol. Goes through a screen. Here you can see some of the concentrated fluid coming out that we're collecting through this screen. The solids from that screen cake fall into the screw press, and we squeeze the remaining solubles and solvent from that press liquor, and we produce the press cake, which is the waste spent material. Now, that is a spent. We've taken out the solubles. Okay, we're up here looking into the feeder bin or surge bin, and this is the material we're feeding. It's the press cake from this morning, the alfalfa. You can see how much it got shredded going through the press. It's very dry. The juice, we got 50% yield. Bridge breaker turning, and a feeder screw down there in the bottom, feeding this material. Here you see the exit of the hopper, feed hopper or surge hopper, and that drops down into the feed conveyor down here, and you can see that material is carried away by the feed conveyor, which goes up and into the reaction conveyor. Reaction conveyor has liquid going in, and here we have an open porthole, and you can see some liquid and some of the fiber being conveyed through the screw press. Now they're getting ahead of me. We're already started dosing. That is, the pump is pumping the press liquor from the earlier work we did this morning. It's already evening now, and we're dosing that material into the reaction conveyor to recover solubles from the alfalfa, and so that is going down into the screw press here.
Yeah, I see a lot of liquid.
So that concentrate is, this is a concentrate juice coming out of the reaction conveyor, and that's coming through the screen, which you see in here. And here's the liquid coming from the screen, static screen I mentioned. There's some material going down into the screw press, and there you can see the feed material going into the screw press. We have an excellent control panel here, and You'll see it has the surge hopper, which feeds into a feeder screw, which goes into the reaction conveyor with its dosing system, and that falls into the screw press to get the press cake out, and the concentrated liquid comes out. We have the dosing equipment. We have a twin screw surge bin, a bridge breaker in the bin. We have the feed conveyor, the reaction conveyor, screw press, controls for the discharge, air pressure on the discharge column. Here at the surge hopper, I see we're running at 1.4 amps. The agitator bridge breaker is running at 0.7 amps, no load. The feeder screw is up at 0.7 amps, 45 hertz. The reaction conveyor we have running at 40 hertz. Screw press we've sped up to 75 hertz. And all those are controlled by touching this panel. We're feeding alfalfa. This is ensiled alfalfa. And here comes a fresh batch. You see this material is very stringy. Stems seem strong, but we're getting good shredding action in this press. Here's the press cake coming out. You can see how it's pouring up. Here's the press cake. I squeeze it in my hand. No liquid. Feeding's going okay here. And here's the juice that we're collecting. So this is a first step in a two-step process for recovering soluble solids from this alfalfa. This stuff feeds very well. And a little 6-inch press. Not bad.
Feeds really nice, doesn't it?
Yep.
Hold it through. Yeah, it's hot.
There it goes.
Yeah, there we go. Alright, so that's about 50 pounds when that goes through, Dad?
And here's the liquid coming out. Switch wire screen. I think the switch liquid is either 10,000 or maybe 16,000. Something around 250, 400 micron wide slots in that screen. I stole the 440 volt power, so we can't run our pump to pump this liquid into this fiber filter, so we're going to pour it by hand, 5-gallon pails. And yes, the fiber filter is running right now, and there's a rotor in there that splashes the liquid against the fabric, and so you'll see the liquid coming through the fabric. The fabric is stretched tight by these springs, and so between being tight and having liquid splashed against it, it doesn't blind, and it does a good job of filtering. So here we're pouring in some of the liquid, and I should see some filtrate coming through here at the bottom. There's my filtrate, and there we start again. You can see I've got a lower elevation. Filtrate coming through. Haven't got anything coming out of here yet. Working towards the discharge. Could be we have very little fiber in this flow, or the fiber particles are so small they wouldn't plug a nozzle anyway. Going pretty good. Normally at this low elevation, I'd expect some wet sludge to be coming out of the discharge, sludge discharge. There we go. This fabric could be as high as 100, I think 188 microns. I know it's that or less. So, no sludge at all. Not much of a video.